welcome to my channel. My name is Skyla. I run Doodle Noodle Creates, which is a small crochet business. I normally sell at in-person events and craft shows, and I like to take you guys along with me for that. And then here on the channel, I also do some crochet vlogs and some crochet challenges, just overall small business content. So if that sounds like something you guys are interested in, stay tuned for the video and maybe consider subscribing down below. Alright, so for today's video, it's going to be my part 2 for my custom orders. So as I had in my video last week, I do have a lot of custom orders and I have more. I have more now. So I'm going to go over a couple change of plans. If you guys did see last week's video, this is going to make a lot more sense. If you didn't, I'll do like a little refresher. So last week I had a whole bunch of custom orders. I had 2 big dolls to make from, it's going to be Jinu from K-Pop Demon Hunters, and a little change happened with that. I thought she wanted 2 dolls because this customer also got 2 roomy dolls, but I assumed, and you know what they say about assuming, so she only wants 1 Jinu doll. So what I have right here is the 1 doll. This is as far as I got on him, his head, the whole works. So yeah. So she only wants 1 Jinu doll. And then from last week, I didn't finish butterfly. I need to make a monarch butterfly. I'll put some pictures over here just quickly for those of you that weren't for last week's video. Butterfly, an owl, and then ghost face. I do have some more custom orders though. So my custom orders I have now are 2 frogs, 2 mushy boys, 2 more bunny pops, and then 2 baby sloths. So I don't know why I keep saying yes to custom orders, but I started the little frogs, so let me show you those. I still need to weave in the ends. Sorry, my chair is squeaky. I still need to weave in the ends, but here they are. Just a little brown one and a little green one. And then I also started the mushy boys. I have 1, and then I have the hat started for this one. So I was doing these in order, but I'm kind of scrapping that idea now just because there's different due dates for all of these. So I'm kind of just going based off vibes at this point. We had a plan and now we're derailing from the plan. That's just how it goes sometimes. So I'm going to continue working on these mushy boys. The Jinu doll I'm probably going to hold off on just for a little bit longer, but we're going to do the mushy boys. I'm hoping to finish another one of them tonight and possibly start the 3rd one. So for mushy boys, I have to have 3. I have 1, and then the hat started. So let's see what I get done. So what I've got done, I have the 2 mushrooms. I weaved in all the ends. They're really cute. It's been a long time since I've made these little mushy boys. I still have to do their spots and their little smiles, of course. And then I did go ahead and I weaved in the ends for the frogs as well. They're so cute. So tiny. I think that's all that I'm gonna do for tonight just because it is getting late. But I'm gonna probably work on some stuff maybe in the morning if I wake up early enough. Maybe not. Maybe just after work I'll work on some stuff. But I do have this weekend off, so I will be able to work on stuff. Again, I wanted to go visit my friend this weekend, but we're getting a snowstorm, so that's not going to be happening. So yet again, I have no plans but to stay inside and crochet. Okay guys, sorry if you can hear my heater. It's very cold in my apartment and it's like 7:40 in the morning. So I'm gonna start working on this last mushy boy. I do have to leave for work in a little bit, so I'm probably not gonna finish, but it's just good to have it started. And then after this, let me look at my list. So after this mushroom guy, I think I'm gonna start working on the 2 other bunny pops. So yeah, I'll take the yarn for that with me to work. Sorry if the lighting is bad and you can hear my heater. It's nighttime and I'm cold. Let me show you what I finished before I went to work. So I finished another whole mushroom guys. So we have 2 mushroom guys done. Well, not done, but almost done. Their bodies are crocheted, and then I have this much of another mushroom guide started. We will be pausing the mushrooms though because I forgot. I'm gonna seem like a bad person. I forgot my cousin's birthday party was tomorrow, and at Christmas time I promised him I'd crochet him a pink Among Us character and then a dragon. So his birthday party is tomorrow night, and honestly I'm not sure if I'm going to be going because we're supposed to be getting a really bad snowstorm this weekend and it's supposed to start tomorrow night. So I might not even be going to this party, but in the fact that I might, I need to crochet these presents. So I'm gonna pull out the pink yarn. I have the YouTube video that I always use for the Among Us character. I honestly don't know why I don't have it written down yet. I hate doing YouTube patterns, but I'm gonna watch this and work on the pink one. It is getting late. I probably will need to go to bed soon, but his party's not until tomorrow night, so I have plenty of time. Okay friends, I'm back. I'm working on this Among Us character. I did not think in the year of 2026 I would be crocheting an Among Us character, but here we are. As per my cousin's request, I have a pink Among Us. So I'm working on closing up the top, and then I have his little backpack here, and then I just need to do the visor and sew everything together. And then I'm going to be doing a dragon. I'm not sure which color I want to go with. I have my yarn over here. I honestly don't know. I'm thinking either like a blue or a purple maybe. We'll have to see what I come up with. Okay, so both of the gifts are finished. So let me first show you the Among Us character. Stereotypical 2020 Among Us, you know the deal. And then this dragon, look at him. He's really cute. His wings, I really like. I was thinking about doing like a different color, but I think just like the simplistic same color wings and then the white spikes looks really good. So yeah, his ear, this ear keeps wanting to like go backwards. I don't know why. Probably just the way I crocheted it in, but yeah, he's really, really, really cute. I think my little cousin is gonna like him a lot. So now I actually have to get ready for the party, so that's another whole ordeal. Okay guys, it's the next day. My little cousin loved the stuff I crocheted for him, so I'm eating my lunch. I have some chicken and rice, and I have my coffee. Look how good it looks. And I'm gonna be finishing these mushy boys finally. I have them all over here. I know we had like a lot of interruptions with, oh shoot, I have to do birthday presents and stuff, but I'm gonna be finishing the mushy boys, and then at the bowling alley I did bring my crochet stuff. I'm not a good bowler. So I worked on 2 of the bunny pop, just the carrots. I only brought the orange for the carrots. So I'm gonna finish the mushrooms and then start the actual bunnies for the bunny pops. Okay guys, I have all 3 mushrooms done. They have their little spots and everything. They're so cute. I have not made these guys in at least a few years, just because they got like really popular and everyone started making them. So I was like, okay, well, if everyone else is making them, I don't want to make them. Not, that sounds like weird, but you know, because like if everyone's making the same thing, then no one's gonna sell anything. So I like it when we all make different stuff, we can all sell. But I had a girl specifically request these, so that's why. They are really cute. I do like making this pattern. I might make a couple more. So now I'm gonna work on, I have the carrots. I did this one and then I have the other one down here. I started these at the bowling alley last night. Okay, I'm making sure they don't smell like mildew bowling alley that hasn't been cleaned since the 70s, because that's what the building smelled like. But I kind of like, this is gonna sound really weird, I like the smell of mildew. Like, if you get to take me into like a mildew basement, I will just be in there like, like I don't know. I think it's because the house I grew up in, me and my sister, if we wanted to play with Play-Doh, we had to go down in the basement, and the basement is unfinished. We got to play with Play-Doh down there because it has like a unfinished cement floor, and we would just lay down like this plastic mat because our grandparents didn't want us to get Play-Doh on everything. So we would just sit down there, and it smelled like mildew because it was a really, really old, unfinished basement. Like the rocks on the wall were like crumbling, and there was like electrical wires above us, and there were like the pipes for the house right above our heads. I promise it was a nice place to play. This sounds really, really bad, but I promise it was a good place to play. It's just the smell of mildew is really nostalgic to me, so I think that's why I like it so much. So I did like the smell of the bowling alley. I'm just making sure my stuff doesn't smell like that, because I was afraid. I was like, hopefully it doesn't stink like the bowling alley. Anywho, I'm gonna work on the bunnies for these. Okay, it is quite a few hours later. I did crochet for a bit, and then I took a 3-hour break to go clean my house, and I did not make it to the craft room to clean, which dare I say is the worst part. So I'm gonna have to do that maybe later tonight, maybe tomorrow morning. I do have tomorrow off, but I do have to babysit, so I won't be home for a good part of the day, but when I come home, it needs to be clean. It's a little messy in here. But anywho, I've got this bunny body done. I'm almost done with the second one, and I've been like intermediately playing Animal Crossing while crocheting. I've been like waiting for treasure islands. I'm like waiting in the queue, and then when I get the code, I like throw my crochet and like hurry up and like go on the island. So yeah, I'm gonna crochet for just a tiny bit longer, and then I'm probably gonna stop and make dinner. I don't know what time I'm gonna go to bed tonight. I did get up at 3 a.m. with my husband because he has to work early, but I don't know, I'm not like tired. I had 2 coffees today, so that's probably why. So it is the next evening, I think is when next evening. I might be wrong on that. I don't know when I talked to you last, but we have 2 bunnies almost done. I just have to weave in a few pieces on this one. But so those are almost done. Then I'm really torn between picking up the Jinu doll again or starting the monarch butterfly. The Jinu doll, I know I have so much more work on it, but honestly, I think I just need to get it done and get it out of the way. So I think I'm gonna pick that back up. And I have the eyeballs for the head. I was waiting for those. So I think I'm just gonna pick it up and just keep going with it. So let's see. I'm gonna eat my dinner first, and then we're gonna work on that. Jinu here, not done. He looks so funny with no hair. He's bald. He's bald, guys. He still stands up. Hold on. Let me move all my stuff. Don't prove me wrong. He's standing all by himself. He's such a big boy. Look at all the fluff on him, all of the polyfill. I'm gonna have to lint roll him for sure. And I am almost done with his hair. Look, it looks like a spider. His hair looks like a spider. That's so funny. But we have crocheted like each individual hair strand. Here's like his bangs. But yeah, his spider hair. It's gonna go on his head. Just like that. So what I did with the Rumi doll was I sewed down the edging of the hair. So just around like the perimeter, like the bottom and then the sides of like the pieces that didn't have pieces next to them. And then first I went in and I hot glued them down and then sewed the perimeter. So hot glue and sewing the perimeter made it very, very good for Rumi. So that's what I'm gonna do for Jinu as well. But I need to go to bed. Tomorrow starts my work days back up again, and I work my headset's falling. I work 2 10-hour shifts in a row, so which isn't that bad, but like it doesn't give me very much time to like come home and crochet. So I'm not sure how much I'm gonna get done the next 2 days, but I'm still gonna try to get some stuff done, and I will show you what I do get done. Sorry if you guys can hear my heater. It's cold in here. Again, it is winter time in Ohio, so it's gonna be cold. So let me show you. I don't have this done. I just have the hair tacked on. So we have Jinu and his hair all tacked on. Look at that. A lot of work, a lot of pins went into this, so appreciate this. I still have to glue the wig base down, and then I'm going to go around the perimeter of the hair and sew it down. If that kind of like a visual, just like around here, up here, up over here, just the perimeter of the hair. But I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to set this aside and work on his hat and his coat. So yeah, and this is normally the day I would want to post this video. I'm trying to like post on either like Thursdays or Fridays, but I haven't got to crochet the past 2 days because of work, and then I want to get him done for you guys in this video. I don't want to be like, oh, we'll come back for part 3. That would be cruel. So I'm just gonna have this video go until I finish Jinu, so it'll probably be a little bit late. But late is better than never, so yeah, I'm gonna start his hat and his coat as I'm eating my dinner. So let's go. Good morning, friends. I just woke up. I do have to go to work today, but it's only a half day, so I'll be home pretty soon after I leave. I just wanted to show you, I pinned down all of his hair. I don't think I've showed that yet. Maybe I did. Maybe I did last night. Last night's a blur. So I pinned down all of his hair. I really like it. So when I do put this down, I'm gonna have to hot glue the middle. So I'll like peel it up, hot glue the middle, and then peel up each strip of hair, hot glue, and then put it back down. And then I'm gonna go and sew around the edges. Maybe I did say that. Oh well, you guys can hear it again. And now I'm almost done with the base of his coat. It looks really funny. Here's his little armholes. I am gonna crochet the sleeves outwards. I'm just going around it to make it even on the edges instead of a raw edge like this. And then I have, they call this a lapel in the pattern. It's the part that goes in the front of his outfit. I believe it's like, the pattern says inspired by Korean hanbok. Don't know if I'm saying that right. But this will go up here and it like crosses over where one side is longer, and then the coat will go over it. So I have the lapel done. And then after I finish this, I'm gonna be doing his hat, but I don't think I won't be able to finish that before work, so that will be an after work activity. Hi friends, I'm back from work. Unfortunately, I didn't get to get out at the time I was supposed to, so I have less time than I thought to work on Jinu tonight. So we're just gonna get started. I am gonna have to do dinner in just a little bit here, but I'm going to finish him tonight. I don't care if I have to stay up. I don't care if at work tomorrow I have to have 3 monsters. I'm finishing Jinu tonight. I'm serious. Watch the next clip is like me, like, oh, I went to bed, guys. No, I need to finish him tonight. So I'm just gonna stop talking and continue working on his coat. So let's go. So ignore the messy bun we got going on here. I have good news and bad news. Well, maybe it's both bad news. So I finished his jacket. His jacket's on. I'm almost done with his hat. I just have to do the outer brim. But I can't finish him tonight. I can't because I only have 3 sticks of glue for like hot glue. And I know for Rumi, I used like 10. There's no way, because his head is actually a little bit bigger than Rumi's head, so I can't finish his hair tonight. I'm gonna try to finish this tonight, but I fear I am very sleepy. I'm very sleepy and I do have to work. But so let me see how far I get done on this, and then I guess I'll check in maybe when I'm getting ready to go to bed, or maybe tomorrow I need to get glue sticks from work. So sorry guys. I really wanted to finish him, but I mean I can't just like magically appear glue sticks. That'd be great. Insert picture of glue sticks here. Yay, I found them. But yeah, okay, sorry guys, I will have to do this tomorrow. Okay guys, we have the final reveal of the Jinu doll. Are you ready? Because I'm ready to show you. I am so proud of how this turned out. Will I make another one? No, I won't. I said that when I made the Rumi dolls to myself, and here I am with a Jinu doll. So I guess never say never, but I don't plan on making another one. Anyway, without further ado, here is the completed Jinu custom order. A bunch of weeks in the making. I know I didn't get to finish it last week, but here we go. Look at him. Oh my goodness. Look at his little feet. He is so precious. We've got the yellow around his eyes. We've got his demon marks. I tried to get them like a little bit randomized. And then we have this. Some artwork, this looks black, and then other artwork, it looks red. I think the red pops more. I was gonna leave the jacket and the hat as like removable objects, but the customer messaged me and said she wanted them sewn down just so the little boy that's receiving this doesn't lose them, which is very fair. So I went ahead and I tacked those down. But yeah, I am so happy with how he turned out. Let me know down in the comments if he looks like what you guys thought he was gonna look like. And if he's as big as you guys thought. He's literally, let me get my ruler, hold on. Let's see. This is my ruler. Okay. Oh, wow, he is over a foot tall. So this ends at his brim. Let's see. We've got another 4 inches. He is a foot and 4 inches tall. That is crazy. The Rumi dolls were about a foot tall, so his hat just adds so much space. There's no stuffing in this hat, so you can like mush it, but it fits it just holds its shape very well, I think. So yeah, that is all the custom orders I have for you guys this week. I do have so much more, and I actually took more custom orders. Oopsie. So I'm gonna have to do a part 3. Maybe this next part won't be as structured. I think I want to talk about some business plans maybe in there. So it might just be a business vlog, small business crochet vlog. So yeah, I'm so excited for that. Jinu is excited for that too. If you guys had fun and enjoyed this video, go ahead and think about liking the video, maybe subscribing and sticking around for more. I plan on trying to release videos every 2 weeks. Once every 2 weeks. It just makes sense to me. Once a week is really not doable with my work schedule. I do work a full-time job on top of this, so it's really hard to keep up with everything. So I think once every 2 weeks is a pretty decent time frame. Let me know what you guys think. Follow me, make sure you guys stick around for next week's video. I'll be doing more custom orders, nothing as crazy as this. I do have a monarch butterfly and an owl. I think those are gonna be really cool. But thank you guys so much for joining me for this week's video. I'm so happy that you guys are here. I'm so happy that you guys support me. I love you guys all so much. Bye.